You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess. What's happening next, yeah.
He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine. From pain, it's a blessing, new focus, no guessing. Just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression,
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Hey guys, what's going on? Oh my gosh, the blue ad thing here, insert ad now, just popped up. So sorry for that. I did not hit the button. Oh, Pirate Chain, thank you very much for becoming a Wolfpack member. Much appreciated, 100%. And to anyone watching this now or potentially later on after it has aired, I do encourage you to please hit that subscribe button. There's a large percentage of viewers aren't subscribed, so it greatly helps the channel. So consider hitting that button and you can stay up to date on all the news and stuff that we go over. Anyway, let's do a quick roll call, see what's going on. I figured we'd go do a random live stream here. I don't have too long to go about it. I do have to run to town in, I don't know, an hour or so. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so we got Andres, we got Rud Putz. What's going on? I Show Slow, Ogre MGTW, Gregory, Rick 4. Uh-oh, I need my button here. Fudweiser. Andres 23007 having issues with the Wi-Fi again. Plus, it's almost bedtime by the sounds of things, but we'll see how long I can stay. Rick 4, I wonder what the mind-blowing content is. No, it's nothing like this, like that. It's something else. It's quite interesting. I just thought of it today. So, you know, I may be on to $1 million idea, or I may be on to absolutely nothing at all, because I still need to do my own research on this operation. But I just want guys to hear my theory out before someone steals this idea, and then you can be like, I heard it first here. Anyway, so we got Tains, what's going on? We got Pirate Train, Mining Potato, what is happening? Gamer Kid, Ogre MGTOW, I think I said that, but I'm not sure. Travelers Travels, what's happening? Scrolling through, trying not to do too many repeats. The Crypto Duck, Z Pirate, Flip Block, Jason Cook, Jury. I think I got everyone. Fame, Eccentric. Did I make it in time to be blowing? Hopefully. Now, while I was just waiting for the countdown, I did find something here. This isn't what I wanted to talk about, but I think it might be interesting. So Bits Be Trippin' is talking on Twitter here to Tim Bako. And there's some interesting points in it. Obviously, I don't know much about the blockchains and how everything works in the background and stuff. So obviously, wait for Bits' video because he'll explain this more. He's trying to get all the data together on how, you know, the merge and everything's going to come through. But look at this. So interesting. So even post with the merge hard fork. So post merge after the fork, the new issuance, once unlocked, will be on Beacon and fees will continue to be paid to execution ETH1 layer. Execution layer is the proof of work side. Level of nonce, there wasn't tracking at some point. Will it be merged? So it will never be merged. Rewards will always occur on the Beacon chain, but once withdrawals are enabled, these rewards can be withdrawn back to the execution layer where fees are paid accrued. Now that just means you can move your ETH around. But thanks for responding to these. Is there any info regarding L1, yada yada? Post merge, validators get rewards on Beacon chain, which is the POS side, when proposing and arresting to blocks. Miners get rewards and fees on execution layer when proposing a block. But it almost sounds like some of the fees here are still going to be happening on the execution layer, which is proof of work. Are they going to have a dual chain thing where you almost split up the thing, but the miners could only be getting the transaction fees after the burn, which is only like 0.1 Ethereum? Not very much, but it's still a little bit. So obviously the hash rate will drop for that. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. No idea whatsoever, but that's kind of interesting. But anyway, what I want to talk about was a little bit. So we've been hearing a lot about flux and parallel assets and everything, right? Get me? Do you understand here? You know, you're mining flux and you're getting all these parallel assets on top of it. Allegedly, What to Mine does calculate that into its rewards. I don't know what all the parallel assets really are. I haven't been following it too often. I got to start looking into all these things because as we move closer to post merge here, you know, we're going to have to see what there's mining, what going on everywhere, and how you're getting paid throughout everything. So we got our parallel assets. You know, they're talking about it's new tech, it's new next best thing. All this stuff is happening awesomely. We got Ergo. We got the what's going on in Ergo there is they're adding the merge mining and on the smart pool. So it's new tech because you got these nice smart pools coming out and they're doing all these different things to try and boost our profitability. So all these things sound great. And then you may have seen my video this morning on this one right here. So the latest Monero mining pool is shutting down. If you're not sure about that, the largest one that's carrying around 40% of the hash rate, it's going to be shutting down. Obviously, miners are going to have to pull off that and spread around. But I was looking into some older stuff. The one I have is from 2019, but I was looking into it. It goes all the way back to 2016. Now, I know a lot of you guys like dual mining. We now have with LOL miner. I will be doing a how-to soon because a lot of you guys have been asking me how to do that. But you can mine Ethereum or ETC and then dual mine onto Caspa or something as well. Now, dual mining means you're mining different chains, example, ETC or Ethereum, and then the other part of your GPU is mining a different coin on a different algorithm and stuff, and is using a little extra power and stuff while you do that. While merge mining, we kind of got something like Litecoin and Dogecoin and stuff like that, where you're mining script, Litecoin, then you're also getting some Dogecoin in there. And this is where this morning actually just popped in my head. Why can't we do this with more things to keep GPU profitability up? Now, what do I mean by that? Now, right now, it sounds like Flux and everyone is going off new tech. They're doing all these things with parallel assets. But what if I told you, unless they figured something new out, they're using 2016 tech? There is absolutely nothing new about it. Remember, this could be 100% FUD right now. I'm speculating. Got to do my own research. You guys do your own research, but look at this. So let's look into here. Purpose. So this is back. This one's from 2019, but like I said, same thing as in 2016, but there is merge mining going on. We know it with Litecoin and Doge right now. We know it with Monero has been doing some things like this and stuff as well. But look at the purpose of merge mining is to allow the mining of more than one cryptocurrency without necessitating or necessarily additional proof of work effort. So you're mining the same algorithm, unlike dual mining, where you're moving to two different chains and using more power and everything. Coins within the same algorithm can be mined at the pool side. The miner doesn't have to do anything. He points to the algorithm and he can mine two coins at the same time, no extra power cost. This is what we see going on here from way back when, and this is kind of what Flux says is brand new tech that they're doing now. Nothing against them, but I think we're moving into a PR stage where we're here more new age things to try to sell your product. But from Bitcoin Wiki, merge mining is the act of using work done on another blockchain, the parent, which is the main one. For examples here, because I know it more of Litecoin, the script, and Dogecoin, but the parent, which is Litecoin and script, on one or more auxiliary blockchains, and to accept it as a valid on its own chain, which is and using the auxiliary proof of work OXPOW, which would be Dogecoin in this matter, which is the relationship between two blockchains for one to trust the other's work as their own. The parent blockchain does not need to be aware of the OXPOW logic, as blocks submitted are still valid blocks. So this is where, you can see you can get two separate wallets here. So like F2 pool, you're mining script. It is validating both chains on the pool side. What if we could find more coins working together and a pool comes out? Or in theory, what if huge pools like say EtherMine and stuff are already doing this and ripping us off? Pretend. Now, all these coins would have to rely on Ethereum being the dominant chain, and they'd have to be kind of built on them. None of these that I'm aware of are doing that. But in theory, what if they were? What if we were all mining Ethereum and all these coins are being mined at the exact same time, but we were only getting paid our Ethereum, while say pools are potentially racking in all the rewards here? Now, I really don't think this is the case here, but moving into the future, we see Flux doing this with parallel assets. They're all building on their chain, right? They're all building on the chain. So therefore you're getting Flux as well as its parallel assets. This is pretty much all it is merge mining, because the other assets are relying on the main chain to relay and validate all these blocks. So as miners and moving into the future after ETH is gone, and if more and more coins and tokens start doing this, what if some of these chains start forking because they want to bring more value and everything? Could they all kind of migrate into a single chain, and then you can technically have hash rate on all these chains at no added extra electricity costs or anything, because you are all mining the same algorithm, but you're getting merged mined throughout all these coins. And this is what I'm kind of seeing this is what Flux, I really believe this is what they're doing. I also believe this is probably what Ergo's doing, but they're all promoting it as new tech, parallel assets, and then we're also looking at Ergo. We got the smart pools, this is a new type of pool, they're smart. But if we look back all the way to 2016, it kind of seems like the same tech all over again. So I don't know. Is this seem interesting, or does it make sense to you guys? If we can find more coins within the same algo that kind of rely on each other, there's potential chance that a new mining pool could come out. Maybe I'll make a mining pool. This could be the answer to increase our profitability and just merge mine a crap ton of coins at the same time, as long as they're on the same algorithm and relying on that main one. And then that just boosts that profitability up. Like, example, if you had 5 coins that are worth 30 cents each, but if you're merge mining them all and all getting paid out individually or on one coin or something, that's $1.50 when it only should have been like 30 cents. That's kind of interesting. So I don't know if this is actually a thing or not. It just popped in my head this morning and I figured I'd share with you guys. Does this sound, I don't know any blockchain people out there. You guys smart. Pirate Chain says, let's build it. Contact me. I don't know. Are you a programmer? Like, I don't know if this is a thing that can be done. Like I said, it relies on something like Litecoin and Dogecoin, where the other assets rely on the main chain for this to happen. But they also obviously have to be on the same algorithm. So I really think this is probably what Flux is doing, unless they came up with some new type of tech where they can do different algorithms onto one and they don't have to rely on a single one, then that is new tech. But the way it looks out, this is old 2016 tech. But moving into the future, if we start seeing pools saying we're going to merge mine more and more coins together because they're on the same algorithm or something, this could really help out profitability for all of us miners moving forward. So I think this is kind of cool. But again, I don't know how this works. So that's what Monero Ocean does with their miner. It does use multiple algos, though. It's a little easier for CPUs, I suppose. Well, CryptoDuck, that's not entirely true. They use multiple algos, yes, but they're profit switching. So you're mining, it keeps switching to like Haven or XMR or Raptorium and Ghost Rider. You're not mining a whole bunch of coins at the same time. You're mining individual coins, and it's just swapping it out to XMR, and you're getting paid out in XMR. For merge mining, you're mining Litecoin, you mine to the pool. And that's why when you look at pools, you're like, okay, does the pool support merge mining? Because this happens at the pool level, not on your mining level when you're mining these algorithms, unless you set up your own pool in your program, you know how to do this. I don't. But that's why when you look for pools for your script, your L7s, your L3 pluses, your mini Doge Pros and stuff, you look for the pools that do cater to merge mining. Remember, some pools started it earlier, then they found out the profitability is up as Doge went up, and then they started adding this in. So this happens on the pool side somehow, and they're coming in the background, and the pool kind of splits it between the two chains, validating both at the exact same time. While the miner, all you're doing is pointing your miner to script, and you're mining Litecoin or something, but the pool does the rest for you, which is different than what Monero Ocean does. So I'm just wondering, like, I don't know how all the other coins work. They're all in their total separate entity, and they rely on themselves. Like, I was talking to some other people that I know who run pools and stuff, and they said in theory this would kind of work, but again, it comes down to how the coin was made and if they can rely on a main chain to validate themselves as well. But it does open up a doorway to where we could see some changes. Now, take for an example, like, I really doubt that Neoxa and Ravencoin, like, Neoxa would rely on Ravencoin for anything, but they're both on Kapow. So, like, if they could somehow one of them fork to the other one, like, Raven has been around a lot longer and it's more stable. So say Neoxa, wanted to kind of have a deal going on with Ravencoin, and they're both on Kapow. In theory, we could mine Ravencoin and get both coins if the pool will do their background work to allow this. But that's only if, like I said, Neoxa would have to pretty much trust Ravencoin for this to happen. But I don't know the full details. There's a lot more to this that is way over my head. But I just think, this would be absolutely amazing if this could come, if something like this happens. And remember, I've said the next go-to coin also, like after ETH, It might not even be here yet. We're all fighting over this coin, that coin, that coin. But, you know, the next go-to might not be here. And what if the next go-to is potentially something like this? But this is what Flux is kind of doing right now. This is what Ergo is kind of doing right now. And having these other coins and tokens and stuff on their main chain and relying on it is opening up the world for all these merge mineable coins at no extra power costs or anything to all of us miners out there. So I don't know. That's just what I kind of wanted to share that with you guys. And that was very interesting to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you think this has potential? And if it has been around since, say, 2016 already, there's no new tech going on. It's all done pretty much depending on the pool, because I do see a lot of flux pools. We're now paying out this amount of percentage of parallel assets. We're now paying out this much more parallel assets. I see this all the time. So that just means this is getting tweaked in the background of the pool side. And this isn't any new tech. This is stuff we've had around forever. And we're just seeing people starting to implement this more and more and just calling it the next best thing. So I don't know. I just think this is very interesting. And remember, I had like no really big research into it. I just looked it up for a couple hours. It popped in my head today. And I was like, wow, I wonder, am I onto something here? Can we make something happen in the future? And is this a thing? I don't know. Is this a thing? Do you guys think this is a thing? Like, let me know. What are your guys' thoughts on this whole thing? I find it very interesting. LTC and Doge was done right through the miner back in the day. Doing the same process for people on a mining pool is more of a service. Yes, yeah, that's true. It is more of a service. Pirate Chain, I didn't mine it back in the day when Doge was first here, so I don't know. Did it require more power and everything? Like I said, then you're if you're doing it on the miner side, then you're pretty much splitting. It's like dual mining. That turns more into a dual mining. And then and it's requiring more power and you're getting less hash on either chain, depending how you set it, yada, yada. And like you said, the service doing at the pool is more of a service. I can see maybe increasing some fees and stuff, but if it actually works, that's good. But yeah, interesting. What thing? Tell me. Red Putz, what are you talking about? What thing? What are we referring to? What are we talking about? Buy at crypto.com and mine on Rabid Pool. Yeah, it's been around, refined. Not many know about it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, not many people know how this whole stuff works. Like myself, I have no idea how this works, but I just noticed more and more things are starting to do this, and they're saying it's new tech. But if you look back in Google, this has been going on for a long time. So there's nothing new about it. It's just that they're working on the chain to allow it to happen. So we need more things to kind of do this, and more things that are worth a lot more in order to do so. So it's kind of interesting. What are you telling us? All right. So how can I put this into other words? I don't know how to put this in other words, Red Putz. Can anyone help me out in the chat? How we're talking about? Yeah, it's not dual mining, it's merge mining. But it's pretty much okay. Let me think of another way. Let's make up coins. I'm trying to think of a situation here. All right, say you're mining one coin on X algorithm, right? But other coins are using the same algorithm, and they're kind of relying on X coin because the X coin is the main one. So while you mine this coin, the other ones are allowing you, the pool, to point to them as well at the exact same time. Now you're getting paid out in 3 or 4 different coins at the same time at no extra cost to you or power increases or anything. You're still hashing exactly the same as you normally would, but you're mining like 4 coins at the same time. So this is kind of the theory in a nutshell, but there is so much more to it at the same time. You get less of each coin when you merge mine. It's what I notice when I do it. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I've never tried to merge mine within the software, because to me, when you're splitting things up in the software, the miner itself, it seems like it's more of a dual mine at that point, because you are getting less, like you said, and stuff. But when you're doing it on the pool side as a merge mine, it almost seems it would work out to more profitability. But yeah, I don't know. Very interesting. Yeah, and they all have to be on the same algorithm. So all ETH coins mine ETH. Like I said, there's 5 different coins. Now, if they all talk to each other, take this for example. Okay, you're mining Ethereum right now. You're getting paid massive money, but there's all these other coins on Ethereum too. Now, I'm not saying this does it, but you can see now there's also Ubiq We're taking ETC out of this because that's ETC hash now. But we got Music Coin, we got Pearl, we got EtherGem, we got Callisto, and we also got Quirk Chain. So what if you're mining Ethereum and you're also mining all of these at the exact same time, same hash rate, same power consumption, and you're getting paid in everything here, not just Ethereum. Now that would also come down to the pool tweaking it. But that also, these coins have to rely on Ethereum to do so because they're the auxiliary chain of the coin. But again, Ethereum's moving the POS. You know, obviously, I don't think any of this is coming into play for any ETH coins. But I just find it very interesting that the concept is out there. And I really think this is what Flux and Ergo are doing and trying to, you know, acknowledge this as brand new type of tech. We got all these parallel assets. But I just think it's chains working on this. Is pretty much like a Litecoin to Dogecoin, what's it called? Relationship here, where that's how it works. That's really how I think it's working, and this has been around for a very long time. So that's kind of what I'm talking. Ubic is Ubicash, so is it changed now too? It never was Ethash. I don't know. Sometimes those websites are out of whack, but this is just all in theory right now, guys. I don't know if there's any truth to this whatsoever, but I do know things will probably happen and things will probably change. And I wanted to throw this out there because what if in 6 months to a year from now, some pool opens up and says, mine this and get all these coins at the same time. And I'm going to be like, I said that already. So I don't know. Very interesting stuff. Now I understand. But when Rabid coin on the Rabid chain, I don't know, guys. I got to figure out how to do all this forking stuff. You know, I just mine stuff. That's all I do. I mine stuff. I'm not a dev. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But it would be cool to have a nice community coin for all of us. You know, we can just pass the Rabid coin around and be like, hey, that's a wicked comment. Have 10, 20, 1,000 Rabid coin for it. Wicked. Good job. You know, I think it'd be fun. How many coins can you mine in one computer? Oh, it depends what's all in your computer. Technically, like, I guess a GPU technically right now, if you want to spread it around and dual mine and count ZIL in there as dual. I don't really consider ZIL as part of a dual mining thing because you do swap from the main coin and start mining ZIL in its 30-second window whenever it pops up every X amount of hours. So it's not technically, you know, considered a dual spec or a dual type of mine coin, but you can consider it if you want to add the coins together. So you could probably get 3 or 4 coins out of your GPU at the same time and then potentially get at least 1 coin out of your CPU, maybe 2. So that's on 1 GPU and 1 CPU. You could probably mine 4 or 5 coins at the exact same time. Now your hash rates might not be too hot on them all, but it's doable. Merge mining equals nice hash. No, nice hash equals everyone hacked and all the GPU coins die. That's what nice hash means. Oh, crazy. Crazy. Mining Dutch will also exchange what you mine to a coin you want to be paid in. Okay, we're getting to totally different things here, but yeah, there's a lot of different coins that do that, or platforms like Pro Hashing, Unminable, what you just mentioned there, Mining Dutch. You know, you can mine 1 coin, get paid out in POS coins, and any coin that you wouldn't normally be able to mine or whatever. So you know, a lot of stuff like that. Hello, Rabid, want a carrot. Carrot, yeah, give me a carrot. That'd be awesome. I could use some carrots right about now. With 1 computer, you can mine 20 coins depending on how many GPUs you have in their pirate chain. See, that's very true, Red Putts. But my example was based on 1 GPU and 1 CPU. But yeah, it obviously it depends how many GPUs and stuff you have within that. Or maybe even how many CPUs you got. You start diving into dual socket Xeons and Threadripper Epic CPUs, you can obviously start pointing to a few more coins on them as well. They added Kapow algo on Unminable also. Kapow. So they added the algo. So I wonder what they're mining on it. Are they mining Ravencoin or they're mining Neoxa, or are they just mining whatever? Both of them. If you have a Threadripper, yeah. So Monero CPU, ETH GPU, burst hard drive. Oh yeah, I forgot about the hard drives. I totally forgot about the hard drives. You got me there, Pirate Chain. I totally forgot that you can mine with hard drives now. And pretty soon, I'll figure out how to mine with my keyboard, gonna get my headset mining going on, measuring tape mining. I'm just kidding. You can't mine with that stuff, but one day maybe. Alco's V2 is in Unminable. They got Ergo in Unminable now. Awesome. 5 different ways to mine on PC. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to mine. Plus, you can double up some of them coins on some of the hardware. But yeah, you can definitely get a few coins rolling on a single PC. Technically mine 2 coins at once per GPU with Unminable. You can mine one and set your referral code to another and collect both at Crypto Duck. Oh, crazy. That's right. That is a little loophole. It's not going to be very much at all on the other coin that your code's in for, but yeah, that would definitely work for sure. Crazy. Don't forget helium and DPR mining. Technically, you could add DPR into your single computer if that's the internet going into it. Yes. I don't know if you could justify helium as your single PC in there, but maybe if you plug, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, craziness. It's not much, but you're not losing anything for doing it. That's true. You're not losing anything for doing it for sure. Dual mining is so old school. Yes, dual mining. Claymore used to do the old dual mining thing way back when. It's funny because then Claymore dev just took off. There's no more Claymore. If you're still using Claymore, some people are. Some people are still using Claymore, and they're asking how to mine newer coins with Claymore. That's still a thing. If you Google how to mine and stuff, some websites still use Claymore as an example. So that kind of sucks, but it's no longer a thing in terms of development. You can still use it for some coins, but I wouldn't recommend it. And then all of a sudden it's funny because a few years went by since Claymore, and then dual mining came out again, and everyone thought, oh my gosh, this is awesome. It's the new best thing. But guys, again, we're still dealing with older tech. Dual mining is nothing new. It's been around forever. And yeah. But yeah, it's interesting because there's a lot of new people. Every cycle, new people are coming in. So as soon as something old becomes new again, oh, this is the new best thing. And really, it's just revised tech from back in the day, which is what I kind of see going on with these new chains now. In theory, I cannot confirm that in any way, shape, or form. We still use that to mine SIA, like SIA coin? Retro Mike. Oh, Retro Mike, what's going on? What's happening? You still use that to mine SIA. SIA coin? Like you're not using ASIC? What are you using? Using a GPU on SIA? Can you do that? Well, you probably can. I've mined Ethereum on my CPUs. I've mined Bitcoin on my CPUs still. It doesn't mean it's a good idea, but it can still be done. I think I did that in a couple past live streams, showed you. I was mining some Ethereum on my CPU. What else did I try? I tried some other crazy coins just to see what it would do on different things. And you can pretty much mine anything with anything, but it comes down to, is it worth it or not? Remember, and there's a big thing out there too, GPUs can hash way better than a CPU, and we hear this argument all the time. That's not entirely true because it all comes down to the algorithm. That's the first baseline everyone needs to realize is what is the algorithm. Ethereum, it's not, obviously it's moving to POS, but this is just an example. Ethereum could fork to something like RandomX. If they did that, GPUs would no longer be mining Ethereum, and now CPUs could do it. Now a GPU could still mine it, but it doesn't make any sense because the CPU is much more efficient at it. So it comes down to the algorithm that a coin is using. And CPU mining is it's starting to pick up and gain popularity again. And we're starting to see a lot more coins start to use CPU algorithms. And some coins have swapped from GPUs over to CPUs at times. So, it's very interesting. And, that's one thing you do got to take point. You can't just say a GPU is better than a CPU. That's not 100% true. Just most of the coins currently are running on most of the profitable coins are utilizing a GPU-based algorithm to do so. But at any time, they could, if they wanted to, they could fork to a different algorithm. It could be more CPU friendly, or more CPU coins could come out that GPUs can't really utilize on it because they burn way too much power for the hash rate that they get, while a CPU is using less power and getting more hash rate on it. So you just got to keep an eye, on algorithms and stuff used. So the argument of something being better than the other isn't always the case. The argument is what's better on what algorithm is what you should really be asking. So yeah, thought I'd point that out. The benefit of merge mining is that you do not have to split your hash rate between mining several cryptocurrencies. Mario 2012, that's about half right. The benefit is that you don't have to split your hash rate between different algorithms, where this merge mining seems to take place on the same algorithm. And then at the pool side, like I said, they can split it up so that you're verifying both chains at the exact same time at your maximum hash rate at no added power cost. I want an SC box, 900 gigahash. My HS box is only 480 gigahash on SC. Yeah, what was that? HS Lite. That was a pretty cool miner. It got some few SIA coin for me, but I did have to send that thing back. But I was happy with that miner. It was doing pretty good. 1.5 petabytes. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I do not have that. You're still mining Casa on all my CPUs at the moment. Well, most of them. I'm hitting a few new coins with a couple too. Awesome. I don't think I've ever tried Casa. What is Casa? Let's take a look at that. Where is my... I don't have it. I do not have... All right, let's go to mining pool stats. Mining pool stats. Casa. I don't think I've ever tried Casa, so I want to have a peek at this right now. Casanta? Casa. Casanta. The algo is Casa also? Yeah, I've never mined this. What is this coin? Is it a hidden gem? So we got Casanta.net, MeCrypt, and whatever that is. Yeah, I don't know what type of hash rates this algorithm does, so I don't know if this is good or bad. But it looks like the difficulty is exploding here. It was probably good at one point. Maybe it still is. You're still mining it. $2.27. Hash rate has definitely picked up. So something was going on here. So profitability is really good. Something. But interesting. This is a CPU coin. I've never heard of this coin. I'm going to have to try it. I'm going to have to try this coin out. CPU, various algo, Casa. Huh. Cool. Good to know. I'm going to write that down right now. Where's my pencil? Casa. All right, there we go. Casa. Casa on the checklist. Checklist is still too big. I'm still trying to go through my list. What do we got here? It's unique. Yeah, Costanta. Awesome, unique. There we go. There you go, Crypto Doc. Thank you for the tip. We'll check it out, see how it works. 3 days from now. Guess what, guys? My CPU made $4,000 in the past 24 hours. 10 days later, it's making 20 cents. I'm just kidding. Did through their site. I would be curious what you think. It's like backwards. It's backwards? What? I'm confused. What's backwards? Their hash rate? So really there's no hash rate on it now, but it looks like there's lots? It's a trick. Interesting. Oh, crazy. Casa was like in Stargate SG-1 series. Oh my gosh. That is insane. Thanks. That's the link to Casanta. Oh, what? That's the link? Pirate Chain? What? Where's the link? Pirate Chain, I got 5. The miners. That's the link, or what's the link? I don't know. I can take a look at it. You guys want the link to this thing? Okay, let me find it. I don't know. Let's see if this pool will point us to the coins. Oh, this is like another YIMP pool. Okay. But where... There's a link to the actual coin and wallet. How long has it been around? Huh. Oh, my screen's all messed up. You guys can't see anything that I'm doing. I don't know where oh, wait, what's this? Oh, difficulty? No, no. Tell us. No. I don't know. I don't know where the link is, any of these pools. That's weird, though, because our plant's not on it. That's weird that our plant isn't on it. And it's 2206, so I got to go. All right. Andres 23007, you get to bed. April 24th, 2021. It's been around for a while. Okay. Didn't see it. R. Oh, you want me to look at R? R. I've heard you guys talk about R quite often. R. Pirate Chain. Equihash. Isn't that CPU? Equihash? I mean, GPU? Could be wrong. Difficulty dropped, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Honestly, guys, like, this is my whole this is what I think my, you know, post ETH merge strategy is I won't be living on what to on what to mine. Everyone else will be living on what to mine, fighting for the top coins or, you know, top 3 or something. I'm probably going to be hanging out on mining pool stats here, looking for this stuff. Oh, hash rate dropped off. That's where I'm going. Sell at the end of the day. Hash rate dropped off. Sell at the end of the day, because obviously hash rate's going to be going like this, like crazy, you know, up, down, yoop. And then, you know, it's going to be into that. So if you're hodling on to stuff, and, you know, it might just be a bad idea at that time. So I'll probably just be hanging out over on this website, going through coins after crazy and testing out switch, test. And something that, you know, at least can pay for the power bill. I'll be swapping into funds to pay the power bills. But we'll see. R is ASIC. Oh, ASIC. Interesting. Cool thing is with Casa, if you use the core wallet, you can stake it in the whoa. That's like Pulsar. That's cool. I like stuff like that. Crypto Duck. Okay, I'm excited for Casa right now, because if you're familiar with Pulsar, before it got overran by GPUs, and hopefully they go back to CPUs here soon, because I think because there are a lot of CPUs came offline of Pulsar, guys, and Curve Hash was extremely efficient. Wild Rig opened it up as a little backstory here, and now it's overrun by GPUs for the past few weeks, maybe a month now. So a lot of CPUs have pulled off, because it just doesn't make sense to mine it through your CPU. Difficulty's way up, and GPUs are hashing way better at it now. So they do plan on allegedly forking soon. So when they do that, there's not going to be very many CPUs on the network. What does that mean? Really low difficulty. And that means for at least a couple days, until more and more people realize that it forked, we're going to see some nice high profit days potentially. And then you can stake it in their wallet and hit more of them solo blocks by staking it in the wallet. So that just popped in my head ever since. That reminds me of what Casa is kind of doing here, that you can stake in your wallet by holding it open. So that's an interesting concept. And because it's your wallet, you're holding your own keys. You don't have to worry about Coinbase or someone else coming around, or Celsius, and stealing all your funds on you. And then you have no crypto left. So, you know, that's the better way to go about it. More money for Rabid. Oh, crazy. Pulsar was epic. Yeah, Pulsar was awesome. I loved Pulsar. And it was so efficient. Like, seriously. Oh my God. You could, like a 3900X, you could almost crank it up to 4 gigahertz. It was like 3.9 something, and you could still maintain a 0.95 volts. Like, it was insanely, you were almost up to 4, and it was like 78 watts at the wall. It was crazy efficient algorithm. But yeah, we'll see what happens, what they're going to fork to. Hopefully it's still something decent, but yeah, cool. It used to be called Pirate Cash. Really? Casa used to be called Pirate Cash. Awesome. So we got Pirate Chain, we got Pirate Cash. Now we got Casa. They must have got hammered with that name because of the Pirate Chain. Maybe. But it's interesting. I have not heard about that coin, and I do see the difficulty picking up, and the value's over $2. So depending on how many coins mined per day, you know, you don't need incredibly too much, depending on the block reward and difficulty on your payout. So I definitely got to try that coin out to see what it's looking like. But the ability to stake in your own wallet, that's another thing that's really got my eyes opened up for all that as well. You've seen Amazon was around $300. What? Amazon? Oh, seen on Amazon. Oh, you're talking about an ASIC miner or something. Well, from my understanding, Casa is the B2B coin for the Pirate Network. I think it's the same devs. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. I do know that, what was it? There was some coin that had a rogue dev in it that was forking the same thing over and over multiple times, and then like rug pulling it. I'm not saying it's any of those, but it was something like that. And I don't remember what it was and what they're coming off of, but it was tied between Pulsar or something as well. But then it turns out Pulsar does have its own devs, and they're not part of that, but there was a rogue dev on it, and then something happened. It was way early on, and I don't know, but there is some rogue dev out there going around doing things. Hopefully it's not one of those, but I don't know if it is or not. No correlations, I know, but okay, so there's no correlations there, none of theirs. All right, so it's nothing to do with that either. But yeah, I plan on trying that out. That is very cool to hear, so I want to try that. So stay tuned. You got me your L3 Plus for $202. That's a nice deal. Very, very nice. There's many serial coin scammers out there playing the long con. Yes, for sure. That's why you got to be very careful with new coins that are popping up all the time. It's also, you got to be, because most of the time it's the wallet that's going to get you. You have to be really careful. Maybe you run a VM and you got great security, or you have a wallet or a laptop that nothing else is on, and you just use it for base testing. And then once you think it's okay, then you move your wallet to your main computer or something. But yeah, brand new wallets, always be very careful with, because allegedly they like to take stuff. What is that one coin that recently, Kaka? You guys may have heard about that one, Kaka. You know, it's CPU mineable, I believe it was. I can't even remember now. Anyway, you've probably heard of Kaka. I'm gonna look it up now because I don't know what it was on. Kaka, what is it? Is it Kapow? Okay, it's a Kapow one, so it's a GPU coin. But allegedly, some people first started, as soon as they installed the wallet, they noticed that they were losing coins out of other QT wallets. Like, well, they were losing some of their Neoxa, they were losing, I believe, Raptorium, stuff like that. So people were losing coins as soon as they installed it. Now, the dev, now I don't know what's going on here. I don't know how to put this because I don't want to say anything bad about him because I don't know legitimately what's going on. I did contact Yeti. You guys know he's the security enterprise advisor for everything. He went and contacted him and talked to him, and Yeti says he'd never use it. But initial wallet, he did find there'd be some loopholes in it. Now, whether it was their fault or not, intentionally added into it, it could also been some hole that they weren't aware of, because, you know, they're not the best devs, and someone could have, you know, got into it and been able to. Anyway, there's a hole in there that someone could have got into, so we can't put the blame on Kapow Kaka guys 100%. But 3 hours later, there was a fix, and it looks like it was kind of fixed. But regardless, the initial wallet was taking funds from people. So what does that mean? We don't know. And now, instead of the dev guy kind of coming out and saying, oh, I'm sorry, oh, I'll look into this, he was very defensive. He was screaming at people. He was banning people that was saying that this was even happening to them. So right away, it looks like it's a very bad thing to mine. So I still recommend everyone stay away from this coin. It does not sound like it's a good thing. Like, the dev should have been more, I guess, considerate to people, taking in their opinions instead of yelling at them and banning them. So that just looks like a bad thing right off the get-go. Whether it was intended or not, it doesn't matter. He shouldn't have been doing that. He's a dev of a coin. He needs a community. So stay away. Exploited. Yes, Squirrel Master, thank you. Some other user could use an exploit. It could exploit that wallet and get in, and it wasn't them intentionally. But again, because the dev was acting so crazy and weird, I just stay away from that coin. My brother-in-law says I am crazy overloading myself with information, but I'm used to it. Hey, it's always good. Get as much information as you possibly can from all over the place. 3090 Ti on 3090 Ti on EVGA for $13.99. I paid $2,500. Yeah, that sucks. That's funny. 3090s are like really the only ones that we really see going fairly cheap, or at least here in Canada. I still see 3070s, 3080s and stuff. They're still fairly expensive, but yeah, I don't know. If you mind the difference, then it's a fair price now. Tech Mountain, that hurt. What? Thank you, that hurts. Yeah, I know, that does hurt. What I paid, $22.50 Canadian for a Founders Edition, which was the cheapest you could get at the time. Now you got brand name ones coming in at $1,500 Canadian stuff. So it's crazy. It's crazy in that used market. 2,500 flux that. 2,500 flux that. Great. Is that what the price is at? What? 2,500 flux? Just kidding. But yeah. Oh, that brings. I don't know, guys. Do you guys use Zelcore wallet? I did do that video not too long ago about swapping my Binance chain Flux into normal Flux, and I utilized the Titan node because I can't do it with my bandwidth to run a Cumulus node, and it makes 0 sense to rent a VPS because it's not worth it. You'll lose money. So anyway, when I did that swap, I didn't like it. Well, it went through nice and easy. It was flawless. Everything worked as it was supposed to. But it costed me 4 Flux and a little bit of BNB to swap over 1,020 some Flux into 1,000 whatever of the mainnet Flux. But 4 Flux. And, you know, this is supposed to be cheap type of transactions. Think about it. Flux is really cheap right now, so it seems like it's cheap. But what if Flux hits $1,000? I spent $4,000 trying to swap that in. That is expensive. Using 1 or 2 or 3 of a single token to swap something is not cheap. It just seems cheap because the price is so low. So in theory, like Ethereum gas fees sitting at 1,000 is cheaper than swapping that Flux fee. Like, that's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy thinking about it. It's almost mind blowing. That's crazy. What do we got here? Zell. What wallet you have it in? What are we talking about? Zell Core Power from day one. It's paid for, but still the fees suck. Yeah, the fees definitely suck. Horrible. How can you promote that as the next best thing if you're paying outrageous fees like that? Is that like that's a new burn feature, I guess. Here, swap this in. It'll only cost you 10 Flux. Yes, we burnt 10 off there. That is 10 less Flux that will help boost the price up. I don't know. In Zelcore, you must do it on the right wallet. You're doing it wrong. What wallet you have it in? So what are we talking about? Did I miss something? Did I do it wrong? Or are we talking about somebody can't see something and it's wrong? What's going on? All the money we spent on mining stuff, we could all have a few BTC or more. That's very true too. That's one way to look at it also. You know, everything we spent on mining hardware, where would we be right now if we would have just bought Bitcoin? Now, obviously, a lot of people came in and started mining at the high, so you'd obviously would have lost a bunch of money. But if you would have saved all that and invested in, you know, right now or early 2018 in straight Bitcoin when it was low, would you have made a crap ton more money? Probably, but I don't know. We'll see. But it's nice because, you know, when you're mining, you're getting that little bit of income. You're trickling it in slowly over time instead of, you know, crypto go up. Oh, no, it's crashing. Oh, no, it's crashing. Oh, it's going up, you know, doing that every single day. Well, some of us do that still every single day because we have to pay for our power. You know, not mentioning any names, myself. But yeah, turning rigs off, lightning, rainstorm. Yeah, I just did that the other day here. We had a crazy storm last night. It was nuts. Like, it was tornado warnings and all sorts of stuff here. We went for a drive. Tornado warning, went for a drive. Not the smartest thing to do, but I wanted to go check out the storm. Take a look at the clouds and stuff. They're pretty crazy looking. Pouring rain like crazy. Windy as heck. And yeah, it was fun. That's a favorite of mine. Look at QORDLE. Let's see, that's here. QORTL. That's not popping up anywhere here. What's going on? Can't find it. Is it something else? Is it not a coin? Is it something we can't see? You guys can't see me type it in, but I might be doing it wrong. Just need to stand up a node, proof of reliability. Yeah. What coin are you mining on your CPU? I'm mining a little bit of every single coin. Actually, I want to check out, what is VHOX at now? I haven't checked it out for a while. 0.12. Oh, it went up 187%. Hash rate is down to, network's down to under a mega hash. Interesting. So I need to do some more calculations here based on this. Might have to put my rigs on here today. This is what I do. I switch coins all the time, quite a bit, quite often. But now that this came up, I gotta look. So it was about 200. No, wait. That was 36. That's 24. Yeah. So 36 hours is 300. Was it 330,000 I got? Nope. Cancel that one out. 331, 2, 3 times 0.0. What do we got there? Just 3 zeros there. 1, 2, 3. 326. What is that? 326. 100. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Need some volume. All right. Take it any way you want it. I'm not lying, but in about 36 hours, I mined 330,000 VCOX. I know it's funny every time I say that name, but at the current price, allegedly on there, that's $107 USD in 36 hours. I got to get this stuff to an exchange. I got to sell this, but there's no volume on this coin. That's the issue. I still never sent it there. A couple days ago when it hit this, you see this? Look at 0.008. Oh my gosh. We kind of went through this in a live stream. Like 1, 2, 3 times 0.008. Like, do you guys even want to know? Like $2,640, $2,640 for 36 hours worth of mining. Now, why does this little stuff happen? Because people, it's the new coin. People like to jump on new coins. I kind of went to the strategy with you guys, but with new coins like this, this was like a Ghost Rider fork. The Mike algorithm is a modified Ghost Rider. It's forked at a dash, so there is master nodes. People want to get on the master nodes, and in order to do so, you need an X amount of coins. So instead of waiting and mining it, a lot of people like to just go out and buy it. And in order to buy something instantly, you got to do a market buy. So if you put your coins on for sale at an X amount, and that's all that's for sale, and people want to get in, that's what they're going to pay. So I got to get these coins on the exchange. I got to list them. And if people want to jump onto this exchange again, they're going to have to buy up all that coins. And in theory, I could make anywhere from 120 to almost 3,000 USD for only that small 36-hour window of mining. So, you know, it's another strategy you can kind of throw out there, guys. It's pretty insane. My first CPU mining rig, thanks to Rabid. Hey, Mining King, what's going on? What did you build? What CPU did you build? What was it? Was it 39, 3950, 59, 5950X? Let me know. And for some of you guys that are out there and you're kind of curious about CPUs and stuff, what to look for in a CPU. Now, there's a couple things you want to look at. One is the L3 cache, which Intel severely lacks a lot of it. Stay away from them. You know, Intel, I don't care how good the next Raptor Lake looks like. They're horrible. I'm already telling you. You know, they may be okay on something like maybe XMR. It doesn't require much L3 cache. Something like, I don't really know much others, but most of the coins require a decent amount of L3 cache. Take Haven, for example. It needs 4 megabytes per thread. A 3900X, a 5900X, 5950, and a 3950X, none of them can utilize their full CPU potential because they can only use 16 threads on Haven. Now, the 5800X3D coming in with that 94 megabytes, because it's 16 threads, it can utilize all 16 threads. But there's another ticker here, the L2 cache. So the L2 cache on a 5800X3D, I think, is only 2 megabytes. It's 2 or 4. And the 3900X is either 4 or 6. It's 2 megabytes more. I can't remember which is which. But per thread, the 3900X was still outperforming the 5800X3D because it had more L2 cache. So in theory, moving on to the next gen 7000 series, this is what I want to see. Now, I am predicting, I don't know the full specs yet, but I think it's going to hash the same as all the way down to the 3000 series. Yes, the 7000 series AMDs that are coming out are going to probably hash the same unless they got little more L2 cache on it. Then we'll see a per thread slight boost in performance across multiple coins that run on Ghost Rider. That is your BitTorium, your Raptorium, and these other forks. VCOX is one of them. It's running Mike, which is a variant of that. And then we also got, that's if it gets those L2 boosts. Now, where the kicker could be on the 7000 series, which I really hope they don't pull, and there are rumors of an X3D version also coming of those later on. And I hope that's not the case because then they may limit the overclocking and everything to it. But when it comes to CPUs, you undervolt, not undervolt, and underclock, not overvolt. Because when you go past the base clock, then you start running into that so much extra power. Mining King, thank you very much for becoming a Wolfpack member there. Much appreciated. So I kind of lost track of what I was saying there, so I apologize for that. But yeah, awesome. Anyway, but I do think they're probably, unless it sees a bigger L2 boost, it's probably going to hash about the same. And the 7000 series, if it sees a lot more L3 catch in the standard version, not an X3D version, then we may be able to fully utilize full thread performance on a coin like Haven, which would make Haven a very profitable coin, because only running 16 threads, it still looks like it's not too bad of a coin. So if we could unlock full potential of those CPUs on Haven, that would be great. But right now we currently can't do that because of the L3 cache we're lacking within the current Ryzen processors. So that's kind of how I see the next future CPUs kind of rolling out. I'm sure Mining King, and I saw Seb in here somewhere. Is Seb still here? Let me scroll up. Seb. Oh, there's Seb. Hey, Seb, what's going on? If you guys are still here, you're probably wondering, like, what are you talking about blowing your mind? So this morning, I kind of want to review everything I mentioned at the beginning of this live stream for you new guys that just showed up. So I don't even know where to start again. So anyway, I was thinking, okay, so we have Flux and we have all these parallel assets, you know, being built on it. It's all mined together and it's paying out within one more. And then we got Ergo. It's coming out, and it's coming out with what is that? They got the smart pool going on. They have the merge mining coming on, getting multi assets there as well, which we're all seeing. You know, it's nice new tech coming into the world and looking great. Now, what if, you know, what if this is all older type of tech, right? This is all old tech. And what if we can use this, and in the future, maybe more pools can start utilizing this, but it does come down to the chain of the coins itself. So the examples I was using is Litecoin and Dogecoin. So I was going through this article here because I kind of want your guys' opinion on this operation, but look at the purpose. So the purpose of merge mining is allowing the mining of more or one cryptocurrency without necessarily adding or additional proof of work effort, which means you're not using any extra power and stuff like we see with dual mining, and you're using, you know, your dual mining, you're mining ETC or ETH, and you're pointing it to something like CAS, but it's a different algorithm, different chain, uses more power. That's dual mining, where merge mining here is what we're kind of looking at. Now from Bitcoin Wiki, merge mining is the act of work done on another blockchain, which is the parent, where you're using Flux. You have Flux as your parent, or Litecoin script is your parent for that one, on one or more auxiliary blockchains to accept it as its valid and owned chain using auxiliary proof of work OXPOW, which is the relationship between two blockchains for one to trust the other's work as their own. The parent blockchain does not need to be aware of the OXPOW logic, as blocks submitted are still valid blocks. Now, this is from 2019. This has been happening since like 2016, 2015. So it's not any new type of tech, but I believe this is what Flux and Ergo is currently doing right now, saying it's new tech, but they may be doing something different. But using that logic into the future, what if there's a way they could start bridging multi-chains, like say Ethash, for example, which I have here. We know Ethereum is moving to POS. What if mining pools could somehow link, take one of these other coins as a main coin, and then they merge mined every other coin within the same algorithm, split between them all, and you're mining them all at no extra power increase or anything. So this is something that I kind of popped in my head this morning. I was kind of curious. What are your thoughts on this, Seb? Do you think that's, you know, could that be interesting if something like that could happen? It would definitely help with profitability and stuff. And again, you know, the next go-to coin might not even be here, but I think this is what we're seeing Flux and Ergo currently doing. But it'd be nice to see all this happen on a big, huge, larger scale. I find it very interesting. And I think all it really is a merge mining mechanism. So I thought that was really interesting. That's pretty much why I threw this live stream together. I just gave you the quick sum up right now, really, really fast, just to get the idea out there to you. But yeah, I think this is a very interesting concept, and I think this could be valid. But again, it comes down to the other coins that are within the same algorithm have to rely on one main coin. So in theory, Nexa and Ravencoin could do this. They're both on Kapow, but seeing how Ravencoin is probably the more dominant one and it's been around for a long time, Nexa would kind of have to trust Ravencoin to run as the main the main chain throughout it, I think is how it works. I'd have to trust it. But then if they could do something like that, you could mine Kapow and get paid both coins at the exact same time to boost up that profitability. So, you know, I don't know if some of these coins are going to maintain and start working together or something for this, but I think this is a very interesting concept that obviously needs a lot more research, needs a lot more work done in the background. And if we start seeing mining pools do this, which we kind of are, because I think as we see more and more mining pools on Flux, they are doing this. It's funny because you're starting to see we're now utilizing this much percentage of parallel assets. We're now doing this much more. We had this many more than this pool. We're like, pools are trying to come out on top as paying out more parallel assets. And I think it's just because they're adding in this, and it's all done on the pool side and not the miner side. So I don't know. It's very interesting. I need to really dig into this more, but it's very, very interesting stuff, I think, is kind of going on here. Anyway, yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. For you guys that saw this earlier, we went through it again. So anyway, do we have any questions or anything out there? Because I do have to head to town soon. But yeah, I'll answer up some questions, see if you guys are curious about anything. Might just be a process of whatever block gets found on the same algo on the pool side. Well, that's exactly what it is. The pool is going to have to find, obviously, the blocks for each coin. But the coins are all in the same algorithm. So us as miners, like, let's just take Ethereum for an example. We're all mining Ethereum right now. Actually, Litecoin does this currently. Maybe we should use that. But in theory, if we were to branch out and say these other coins did this, so say we're all mining Ethereum right now. We have, you know, a 3080. We're doing about 102 mega hash or something. And we're also, instead of just mining Ethereum, the pool then forks our hash rate to all of those other coins on the ETH algorithm. We're still maintaining 102 mega hash. We're still using the same amount of power, but now the pool is also mining all 4 other coins on ETH with our hash rate, and obviously everyone else that's mined to the pool as well. And then we're all reaping the rewards of all 4 coins as each block is found on each coin, which is a very interesting aspect. Basically, everyone who is mining Raven could be mining Neoxa at the same time. Exactly. That's kind of what my idea is here, but it's coming from the pool side. Again, I don't know if it'll work at all. I just think it's very interesting because I think this is 100% what Flux is doing with its parallel assets. This is exactly what Litecoin is doing with Dogecoin. And Digibyte and other coins on the script algorithm with your L7s and your L3 pluses and your mini Doge and mini Doge pros. That's exactly what's going on the script algorithm, but it does require, allegedly, based on some pool people I was talking to, it requires the other coins to trust the one main coin through the whole ecosystem. And that's what we see with Doge and Digibyte and stuff, trusting script on the, or it's trusting Litecoin on the script algorithm. So they kind of got to work together to do so, but it sounds like it's very possible. So yeah, I don't know. Interesting stuff here. I don't know. I'm blowing my own mind trying to think about it, but I just think if something could come out of this, it'd be amazing for all the GPU miners out there. I really think this is $1 million idea. I need to make this pool. I need a dev. Seb, are you a dev? Chili, are you a dev? We need some devs now. We're starting the RabidMining, merge mining, everything, GPU profitable pool tomorrow. All right, I'm out. Just kidding. Oh, anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's just a shot in the dark. An idea popped in my head. And one thing, though, that's the huge kicker. Like, what if this is already being done and we don't know about it? What if, say, EtherMine is mining all these coins, taking massive payouts, and we're just getting paid our Ethereum? That would lead to a whole nother rabbit hole altogether. Obviously, we'd be able to see it all in the blockchain. Someone would have found that out by now, so it's most likely not happening. But it's very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. I can't code, just content creation. Yeah, I know. Yeah, me neither. Same thing. I don't code. I can't dev nothing. I just mine stuff. We need epic OCTOMINER in white, Chili Body. Yes, we need CPU mining OCTOMINERs. 12 to 16 probably would be good. Actually, 12. 12 would be perfect because then I only need 2. That'd split up my 24. Oh, crazy. Pirate Chain. Sounds good. I'll look up the Pirate Discord here and we'll discover some more stuff. We've been looking at some new CPU mining coins that may be very interesting. What was it called? I wrote it down. Casa. Yes, Casa. We got to check that one out. Mining King. Newbie CPU. I had a flight sheet for Victoria. Hey, that's all right. Speaking of that, I'm going to be looking at a new coin. Maybe you could check it out too there, Mining King. It's called Casa. Someone just brought it up in this live stream, so I don't know how well it is, but I'll look it up again. So Castana, and based on these stats, let me hit my button here. The price is over $2.27. It's 8%, not bad, but the difficulty has been coming up here, but no one's heard of it. So this could, in theory, still be a decently low difficulty. So I want to try this coin out. Not very many pools on it. You know, you could call it a crap coin. You know, it's obviously it's the other word. Let me just find my little button here. So you could call this all you want. But if it makes me money selling every day or converting into Bitcoin, I'm okay with that. I will sell it. I will sell the worst possible coin there is. If it has low difficulty and there's volume to sell it and you're making a decent amount of bank per day or per week or whatever, I'll mine the dirtiest, crappiest coin out there and sell it and convert it to Bitcoin or something. I have no issues doing that as a miner. As long as it's profitable at the time. If it does a rug pull down the road, I'm already out of it and gone. So that's what I encourage you guys to do. I do notice that through quite a few people say, oh, that's just going to be a rug pull. That's just going to do that. It's a pump and dump. Well, if you really think that, use that to your advantage. Why don't you just sell it also and get out before that happens? Or if you see the pump coming, pull out of it. Get your coins out. Don't fall for it and then be like, oh, it's a pump and dump, you know, whatever, and be all sad. Take advantage of these situations and sell. Like, it's just do that. That's what I do. Anyway, yeah, mind that. Put one in chat if you want epic OCTOMINER in white. I'd like multicolors. I'd like a white one, a black one. You know, there's all sorts of different colors paints out there. Oh, crazy. Maybe we can commission a new AMD mining motherboard, multi-CPU, but keep them separate so it eliminates the need to have them talk to each other. 4 CPUs, one board. That'd be very sweet. You know, obviously one motherboard would be fairly expensive, but it's for 4 rigs. You need individual RAM. If they don't talk to each other, you need multiple potential 24 pins and stuff. Could get very technical. There are no dual socket or quad socket for consumer grades, only for, I guess, the new Threadrippers and obviously the Epics, Xeon CPUs and stuff. But yeah, craziness. Anyway, if there are no last minute questions, I do have to wrap this one up and head to town. But I do appreciate everyone for showing up for this live stream. I will see you guys all on the next one. And
Rabid out.